Hello, my name's Michelle Morris and I'm the Public Services Ombudsman for Wales. The Local Government Act 2000 provides me and my office with the authority to investigate code of conduct complaints. My office is responsible for considering two types of complaints, either those made about services delivered by devolved public authorities in Wales or about breaches of the code of conduct by elected members. And that's of county and county borough councils, town and community councils, national parks, fire authorities, police and crime commissioners, and police and crime panels. It's not our role to interfere with the will of the electorate, nor to restrict robust political debate. Our focus is on ensuring that elected members abide by the Nolan principles which underpin the Code of Conduct, that they lead effectively, are open and transparent, honest and accountable, and that they act selflessly and with integrity. Anyone can complain to us about Code of Conduct matters. We receive such complaints from members of the public, from the councillors about other councillors, from monitoring officers, and sometimes from the authorities of which that councillor is a member. Over the last 5 years, we've received over 1,300 complaints about the conduct of elected members, and we've referred 46 of those for further consideration to standards committees and also to the adjudication panel for Wales. It's important that our resources are focused on the most serious potential breaches of the Code of Conduct, those which undermine faith and confidence in elected members. For that reason, when we get a Code of Conduct complaint, we apply a two-stage test. First, we check if there is enough evidence to suggest that a breach of the Code of Conduct may have occurred. And second, we ask whether our investigation would be in the public interest. For example, how serious is the alleged breach? Has the councillor abused trust or power? If we find that there may have been a breach, is it likely to be sufficiently serious to merit a sanction? We will usually only investigate complaints that pass that two-stage test. In recent years, many local authorities have started to use local resolution procedures to directly address some less serious complaints made by councillors. If this is achievable locally, then it has the potential to calm down situations, deal with problems early, and prevent the need for further escalation. An increasing number of the complaints we receive relate to the use of social media. We think social media is an excellent way to reach the electorate, to promote council initiatives, and to share information. However, it is really important that you consider what you post and share on social media and the potential impact it may have on your position and the body that you represent. In the past, we would inform the councillor involved as soon as we received a complaint. However, we have found that being the subject of a complaint was in itself very stressful. Although the members did not need to respond at such an early stage, they often spent much time considering the complaint and seeking advice and support from others. For this reason, we are now trialling a new process by which we will inform the councillor about the complaint only once we've decided whether to investigate, and we will usually make that decision within 6 weeks of receiving the complaint. If we decide that we do need to investigate, then we will inform the councillor involved and share with them a copy of the complaint. They may respond at that time if they wish, but there's no obligation to respond at that early stage. Once we have gathered information, if we think we need to formally respond to the issues raised, we will send the information to the councillor involved and ask them to provide their account of the events. That could either be by interview or in writing. We have a specialist team that consider Code of Conduct complaints, and that's to ensure that our investigations are completed as quickly as possible. Councillors are free to continue to carry out their role while our investigation is ongoing. And we may, during that time, discontinue our investigation if we decide that it's no longer in the public interest to continue. There are 3 potential outcomes from our investigations. We may find that there is no evidence of a breach of Code of Conduct, or we may think that there's been a breach, but it does not merit further action. In both of those scenarios, we will issue our decision, and that is the end of the matter. In the third option, where we think that the complaint is justified and that we need to take further steps in the public interest, in that case we do prepare a report and we refer it either to the relevant council's standards committee or, in the most serious cases, to the adjudication panel for Wales. A standards committee can censure a councillor or suspend them from full or partial duties for up to 6 months. The adjudication panel can suspend a councillor for up to 12 months or disqualify them from acting as a member or from standing for election for up to 5 years. You should receive a copy of the Code of Conduct from your authority. Most authorities also arrange Code of Conduct training for members, and I advise you to take up that training to ensure that you fully understand the obligations placed upon you. Further information is available at www.ombudsman.wales, including our Code of Conduct complaint forms, fact sheets and detailed guidance for councillors. You can also find summaries of our past Code of Conduct investigations on our website. If you have any questions about our Code of Conduct work, then please get in touch. We're happy to help. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.